big thanks to Ubisoft for this gift. What I'm about to show you is B-roll footage and not what I was shown in my remote preview. Last week, Ubisoft sent over an early preview of their upcoming open-world adventure game titled Star Wars Outlaws. I was stoked to be able to see a sneak peek because I had seen trailers for this game and was already hyped for an open-world Star Wars game with a female lead. My only experience with Star Wars games has been the two most recent Respawn Entertainment titles, Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. I thoroughly enjoyed both of these games, my favorite aspects being the characters, Cal and Marin forever, the customization, pink lightsaber, need I say more, the varied combat, and of course, BD1. BD1, my beloved. With all of this in mind, let's hop right into Star Wars Outlaws. For a little bit of backstory, in January of 2021, Lucasfilm Games announced that Massive Entertainment started to work on a new Star Wars open-world title. You may recognize Massive as the developers of the new Avatar game. Not Avatar and Fortnite, the blue people Avatar. This is the first Star Wars game developed outside of EA since they acquired a contract in May of 2013 to produce all Star Wars related titles. The setting for Ubisoft's new Star Wars game is following the Battle of Hoth at a time when the ruthless galactic empire rules with an iron fist. The underworld thrives, creating a wealth of opportunities for scoundrels and outlaws. Our protagonist is named Kay. She has a really cute haircut. I took notes during the preview, and the most prevailing note that I found is such a cute haircut. She has kind of a typical tomboy personality, but I'm hoping to see more growth from her character throughout the game. Her aesthetic is very much what you would expect for a Star Wars smuggler. She has a small sidekick named Nix. Who is Nix, you may ask? Well, Nix is a small axolotl, but with fur kind of vibe. He's very tiny and kind of weird. He's got tendrils on his face, but he's also the size of a small dog. He's somehow cute, but also a little creepy looking at the same time. Creepy cute. Can we coin that? He's reminiscent of BD1 from Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor in his utility and the fact that they're both just little guys. They're both really just little fellas. The main goal of the game will consist of gathering various outlaws to join your team to pull off a heist. A heist game in the Star Wars universe. Yes, I am so into this. In the preview that I was shown, there were 3 missions to play through. The first being False Flag, where Kay faces off against patrolling Imperial forces and escapes into space to turn the tide of battle in a dogfight. You take on TIE fighters and fight on a space station. Yes, there is also space combat. The ship, called the Trailblazer, appears to be very quick, which was one of my main complaints in Bethesda's recent star-themed game, Starfield. In Starfield, the ship controlled a lot like a boat, which might be realistic, but it's not how I want my ship to control in a video game. While flying around for this mission, we passed a treasure location titled Wreck Cluster, which is what they called me in high school, which implies at least a basic level of space exploration that we'll all be able to loot goblin over. Also, while flying around, we passed by a satellite that allows the player to clear their wanted status. I wonder if this is Bethesda style.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
He said the thing! Where I'm paying off my bounty 3 times a day, just as an inconvenience rather than a compelling part of gameplay. However, this does make sense since we are literally an outlaw, and clearing our wanted status before returning to a hub planet would just be part of the job. When it comes to landing your ship on a planet, you may be wondering if you can land the ship yourself, or if you just load into the planet with a cutscene or a loading screen. It appears that you choose between major cities to land at, and then there is a descent through the atmosphere, through clouds and debris and wind. I'm unclear on if the player character is controlling the ship during the descent, but there was no apparent loading screen, and the whole process was relatively seamless, which I liked. Once you land in a major city, you are free to walk around and explore. The cities feel alive and full. It's very Star Wars. I'm unsure of how many NPCs are voiced or if you can interact with them, though. The person that I was watching play the game did not approach any of the NPCs, so we have yet to discover how alive these cities actually are. We were then shown a cutscene of Kay interacting with what appears to be a mob boss or a gig giver of some sort. This could potentially mean fully voice-acted side quests, which I hope for. This could also mean recurring quest givers like Fixers and Cyberpunk. This made me wonder then if doing jobs for certain factions affects your playthrough or your ability to do jobs for different people. More on that later. The next mission we were shown was titled The Wreck. where you scavenge through a crumbling High Republic cruiser in search of a nav computer. This mission was less combat heavy and highlighted the parkour and puzzle solving elements that the game will have. This section reminded me a lot of Jedi Survivor in the traversal and problem solving required to advance in the game. The puzzles aren't mind-meltingly hard or anything, but just enough of a barrier to make you use more of your brain than shoot enemy. Kay and Nyx make their way inside of the abandoned ship and enemies arrive. Stealth seems to be encouraged as some of these enemies cannot be taken out easily just by shooting them head on once or twice. Utilizing Nyx's diversion methods, one of which he plays dead on the ground, which is so cute. Utilizing Nyx's diversion methods is also a helpful tool in separating the enemies so you can take them out one by one. We were also shown a pop-up that showed 1 out of 4 make Nyx happy, indicating that there may be collectibles or XP achievements based on various ways you interact with the game. Psst, I think he likes explosions. The third and final mission we were shown was titled The Relic, where you reclaim an item from the Crimson Dawn. Is that not the most generic cult name ever? To return to the Ashiga clan. The narrator said something like, if she's not careful, this will affect her standing with the Crimson Dawn, which I think answers my earlier question about reputation being a factor in the quests that you accept. So it seems like based on the quests that you accept, based on the factions that you ally with, it may affect your ability to pick up quests from rival factions later on. During this mission, we were shown a few different gameplay systems, one of which is lockpicking. Mechanically, it seems very Skyrim-esque. It looks like you rotate 2 sticks to be able to unlock the door. Visually, it's a data spike, like R2 has. We also saw how the blaster works. It has unlimited ammo, of course, but it does overheat. And when it does overheat, there's a short QTE to cool down your weapon, and then you're right back to shooting. The system I saw that I am most excited about is called marking. This system functions similarly to VATS in Fallout. Time slows down, and you mark every enemy that you want to shoot, and then you release. And you automatically shoot everyone that you marked. It's very cool. So Kay was wearing a few different outfits for different parts of these missions, so my hope is that there is some customization with hair accessories, outfits, and maybe outfits for Nyx too. Maybe we can get him a little top hat. Maybe we can get him a little monocle. Okay, no, now we're getting carried away. But still, I think Kay and Nyx deserve a bit of customization. Give us some accessories, give us some new outfits. Let me dress up my Barbies, gosh darn it. And that's about all that I was shown in my remote preview. Overall, I am really excited to check out Star Wars Outlaws when it comes out. Thanks to Ubisoft for this gift. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you're most excited for in Star Wars Outlaws. Don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content, as well as subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Very Darian, for all non-gaming content. And make sure you head on over to twitch.tv/VeryDarian and follow me there so you can catch me live playing new story games 3 days a week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Okay, love you. Bye. Mwah. Yeah, thanks Ubisoft. I'm excited to play Star Wars Outlaws. I would love a free copy if you have one. I would love to play it on release day. I wanted to catch these fireflies like the ones in You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. I'm getting my ass beat.
I need one.
Cause they fill the open air, leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think me rude, but I would just stand and fuck.